The story of Montez Sweat begins in Richmond, Mississippi, a small town where the dreams of young athletes often seem out of reach. Born on September 4th, 1996, Montez wasn't born with a golden ticket to the NFL, nor did he come from a family of football stars. Instead, he was raised in a world where hard work and perseverance were the only paths to a better future. Sweat's rise to the NFL, a league filled with the best athletes on the planet, is a story not just about talent, but about grit, determination, and belief. From the start, Sweat stood out because of his physical stature. Standing at 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighing 262 pounds, he possessed the kind of frame that could intimidate anyone on the field. But his size wasn't the only thing that made him exceptional. His speed and agility, qualities not often found in players of his height, allowed him to dominate in ways that few others could. He had the rare ability to use his size to his advantage while maintaining the speed to blow past offensive linemen, making him an immediate threat to opposing quarterbacks. Montez Sweat's athletic journey didn't begin with immediate success. Like many young athletes, he faced his share of obstacles, and it wasn't always clear that football would be the sport he would excel in. Growing up in Richmond, a town without the big sports programs or exposure to elite training camps, Sweat didn't have the same opportunities as players from larger cities. He didn't have access to high-end coaches or trainers, and the level of competition in his town was modest at best. Despite these challenges, Sweat was determined to make it. He worked tirelessly on his game, playing other sports like basketball and track during his youth. He wasn't always the most polished player, and during his early high school years, his potential wasn't immediately recognized. He didn't have the reputation of a football prodigy, and many scouts overlooked him. But Sweat's drive was undeniable. Instead of letting the lack of recognition discourage him, he used it as fuel to push himself harder, knowing that if he ever got the opportunity to showcase his skills, he would prove his worth. By his senior year of high school, Montez had transformed into a different player. His raw athleticism was starting to show, and he was dominating on the field. However, the offers from top college programs still didn't come flooding in. Despite his obvious talent, Sweat wasn't getting the attention that many players from bigger schools received. It was a tough pill to swallow, but it didn't stop him. Sweat was used to working harder than everyone else, and this situation was no different. He stayed focused on improving, knowing that sooner or later, someone would notice his potential. After high school, Sweat took a chance and enrolled at Michigan State University. However, things didn't go as planned. His first year at Michigan State was a struggle, and he couldn't quite find his place in the program. The competition was fierce, and Sweat found himself facing new challenges that he hadn't anticipated. Feeling that his potential was being wasted, he made the decision to transfer to Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. It was a pivotal move that would change the trajectory of his career. At Mississippi Gulf Coast, Sweat found a place to truly showcase his talent. He excelled in his first season, racking up 7.5 sacks and establishing himself as one of the top defensive prospects in the country. Scouts began to take notice, and this success led him to transfer to Mississippi State University, a Power 5 program with the kind of exposure he had been craving. At Mississippi State, Sweat's development continued at a rapid pace. He had grown into a physical specimen, and his talent could no longer be ignored. In his first season at Mississippi State, Sweat was already making a name for himself. He earned all SEC honors in his sophomore year, posting 7 sacks and solidifying his status as one of the best defensive players in college football. But it was in his senior year that he truly cemented his legacy. In 2018, Sweat had a monster season, recording 12 sacks and 14.5 tackles for loss. He was an absolute force on the field, constantly harassing opposing quarterbacks and dominating the line of scrimmage. By the time the season ended, Sweat was considered one of the top defensive prospects for the 2019 NFL Draft. As the NFL Draft approached, Montez Sweat's stock continued to rise. He had gone from being a relatively unknown to one of the most coveted pass rushers in the country. On April 25, 2019, his hard work paid off when he was selected by the Washington Redskins, now Washington Commanders, with the 26th overall pick. Sweat had made it to the NFL, and his dream was finally realized. It was clear from the start that he was ready for the NFL, and his performance in his first season proved that he belonged. But Sweat wasn't content with just a solid rookie campaign. He continued to improve, and in his second season in 2020, he posted 9 sacks and 12 tackles for loss. Sweat's game had reached new heights, and he quickly became the centerpiece of Washington's defense. Sweat's rise continued in 2021 and beyond as he consistently put up impressive numbers and proved that he was one of the top pass rushers in the league. In 2023, he was traded to the Chicago Bears, where he continued his stellar play, and no matter the team, Sweat's pressure on the field was undeniable. Whether he was taking down quarterbacks, forcing fumbles, or disrupting plays in the backfield, he was a force to be reckoned with. Off the field, Sweat's life has been just as impressive. He has made a name for himself in not just a top-tier athlete, but a savvy businessman. Known for his work ethic and focus, he has kept his personal life relatively private, but his achievements have made him a respected figure in the league. Like many NFL stars, he enjoys the fruits of his labor and has made significant investments, including luxury homes and cars. Montez's first big purchase after making it to the NFL was a Maserati Levante, an Italian luxury SUV that perfectly matched his powerful and commanding presence. Known for its sleek design and powerful performance, the Levante was a fitting choice for a player of Sweat's stature. Not long after, he added a Rolls-Royce Wraith to his collection, a symbol of ultimate luxury and success. The Wraith is known for its extravagant features and unmatched comfort, making it a top choice for those who have reached the pinnacle of their careers. In addition to these high-end cars, Sweat also bought a Tesla Model X, embracing the sleek, high-tech appeal of an electric vehicle. The Model X, with its cutting-edge technology and futuristic design, represented not just success, but also a nod to modern innovation, something Sweat could relate to in his fast-moving career. Beyond cars, Sweat also invested in property. He made sure to secure a luxurious home, reflecting the success he had worked so hard to achieve. His home, located in an exclusive neighborhood, boasts all the amenities one could imagine: a spacious living area, high-end finishes, and a private pool. This was more than just a place to live, it was a symbol of how far Sweat had come from his humble beginnings in Richmond, Mississippi. While these purchases showcased Sweat's newfound wealth, he never lost sight of his roots. Despite the luxury cars and homes, he remained grounded and committed to his family and his community. Sweat is known for his philanthropic work, often contributing to various causes and staying connected with those who helped him along the way. He remains a role model for young athletes from small towns who dream of making it big. From a small town in Mississippi to becoming one of the premier pass rushers in the NFL, Sweat's story is one of perseverance, resilience, and unwavering belief in himself. His rise to NFL stardom wasn't handed to him, it was earned, one sack at a time. And as he continues to dominate on the field, there's no telling just how far Montez Sweat can go. The best is yet to come.